Substances that are subjected to the first grinding process, food in other words, are now ready to go to the machine's real grinding compartment. However, the pathway divides into two in the place where they will have to make that passage. One of these paths leads to the grinding machine and the other to the machine's ventilation unit. If these substances were to go to the wrong place, the ventilation unit would break down and the machine would come to a halt, never to function again. Yet such a thing never happens because the precautions to prevent it have been taken. Human beings can use their mouths for eating and for breathing. That is because the windpipe, down which air is drawn into the lungs, lies right next to the esophagus, along which food is propelled. However, there is a very important point here. If chewed food is sent down the windpipe instead of the esophagus, death will result. People swallow hundreds of times a day. Even a few drops of water going down the wrong way would lead to death. The esophagus being constantly closed is no solution. The most rational and practical solution is for the esophagus to have a lid that opens and closes. A flap that occupies a small area at the top of the esophagus and consists of a small tissue automatically closes the windpipe when we swallow. This prevents food or water entering the windpipe as we eat. This flap opens up again after swallowing, and air can then continue to flow down the windpipe. There are many details in this flap. For example, it would be very dangerous if the structure of that valve in an adult human being were the same as that in a baby. The valve in babies operates very differently to that in adults. It is higher up in babies, allowing the baby to suck its mother's milk while breathing. That is why babies are able to cry and suckle at the same time, without choking. If the structure of the flap system in babies were similar to that of adults, then babies could choke as they suckled. However, this need has been fully met in all human beings, from the first human who ever existed to those living today. Apart from those with particular diseases, all humans have exactly the right flap structure when they are babies. In the same way, the structure of the flap again meets their needs when they reach adulthood.